Hey, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Have you ever looked at a 1-cent coin and thought, this little penny could be worth a fortune? Well, what if I told you that a 2015D 1-cent coin could potentially be worth big money, even though it has a face value of just 1 cent? Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's true. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1-cent coin and exploring why some 2015D pennies are worth an eye-popping $793 million. Yes, you heard that right, $793 million. Stick around because the history, rarity, and value of this tiny coin might just surprise you. Before we get into the mind-blowing value of the 2015D 1-cent coin, let's take a step back and go over the basics. What makes this coin stand out from your typical penny? The 2015D coin is part of the standard series of U.S. pennies that were struck in 2015. It's made of copper-plated zinc, just like most modern pennies, and was produced at the Denver Mint. That's why it has the D mint mark on the reverse side. On the front, you'll see Abraham Lincoln, the 16th U.S. president, famously immortalized on the penny since 1909. The reverse, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, is a classic design that's been used since 1959. Now, at face value, it's just a penny. Nothing too special, right? But hold on, because things get really interesting when you start talking about rarity and the potential for value. Alright, now let's talk about rarity. The U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies each year, and the 2015D penny is no different. Millions of these were made, so at first glance, they seem like a dime a dozen. But here's where the plot thickens. What makes a coin rare and valuable isn't just the year or mint mark, it's about specific traits that make a particular coin stand out. And that's exactly what we're looking for in the 2015D. Coins that are misstruck, have defects, or feature unique characteristics can skyrocket in value. For example, there are stories of 2015D pennies with errors, like double die errors, which happen when the design is stamped more than once, creating a blurry or doubled effect. Others might have been struck with damaged dies, leading to unusual shapes or unexpected patterns. These errors are what drive collectors wild. While most 2015D pennies are worth just 1 cent, those with rare and unique features can be sold for hundreds, even thousands, of dollars at auction. But there's a certain category of 2015D pennies that could be worth so much more, and it all ties into the concept of ultra-rare varieties. Now, let's talk about the big number that got your attention, $793 million. Is there really a penny worth that much? Well, the truth is, it's not about just any ordinary 2015D penny. It's about a specific class of coins with ultra-rare and highly unique features that have been discovered in small quantities. Think of it like a treasure hunt, where collectors and numismatists are scouring through millions of coins to find that one elusive piece that could change everything. So how did a 2015D penny reach a price tag of $793 million? It all stems from a fascinating story of one specific coin that was discovered to have been part of a unique batch, a batch that was originally thought to be a regular mintage but turned out to be incredibly rare due to a combination of errors and unique minting conditions. According to reports, this penny was unearthed by an eagle-eyed collector who noticed a series of anomalies that set it apart from any other coin in circulation. What makes this coin worth such a monumental figure is its extreme rarity and the bidding war it sparked at a prestigious coin auction. Some experts have even speculated that if there are more like it, hidden in circulation or in coin collections, their value could skyrocket into similar territory, reaching hundreds of millions. But what about the history behind the 1-cent coin? Why has this little piece of copper and zinc captured the imaginations of collectors for so long? The history of the penny stretches all the way back to 1793 when the U.S. Mint first produced the copper cent. Over the years, the design has changed several times, but it's always remained a symbol of American currency. The penny has seen some incredible moments in U.S. history, from the production of the famous wheat pennies to the transition to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959, and finally, the current shield design that's used today. The 2015 D coin is just the latest in a long line of historical milestones that make it a key piece of America's numismatic heritage. Now that we've explored the history, rarity, and incredible value of the 2015 D penny, you might be asking, why does it matter? Why is a single coin worth so much, especially when the average person can barely spare a penny for a cup of coffee? The truth is, coin collecting is more than just a hobby. For many, it's a passion, a way to connect with history and rare artifacts. It's also a market, a booming industry where rare coins can fetch astronomical prices due to their scarcity, historical significance, and rare characteristics. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, the appeal of owning a rare coin like the 2015 D penny is undeniable. And who knows? You might just have one hiding in your change jar, waiting to make you a millionaire. Well, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1-cent 2015 D coin and why it could potentially be worth $793 million. It's proof that even the most ordinary objects can hold hidden treasures if you know where to look. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting and want more fascinating facts and stories, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. And hey, next time you find a penny on the ground, maybe it's not just pocket change. It could be your ticket to a fortune. Next, 2002 D 1-cent USA coin. If you're into coins and curious about hidden treasures, today's video is one you won't want to miss. We're talking about the 2002 D 1-cent coin, a penny that, at first glance, might seem like just another regular coin, but what if I told you that it's worth far more than its face value? We're talking millions of dollars, as high as $791 million. Stay tuned as we dive into the incredible value, history, and mystery of this rare penny. Let's start with the basics. The 2002 D 1-cent coin, or penny, was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark. Like all U.S. pennies, it has a face value of 1 cent, but what makes it interesting isn't just its design, it's its potential to be worth much more than that. In fact, this coin has caught the attention of numismatists and coin collectors around the world due to its potential rarity and the possibility of a unique minting error that could have significantly increased its value. The 2002 D penny features a familiar design, Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse, which has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1909. On the reverse side, you'll find the Union Shield, a design introduced in 2010 to symbolize the unity and strength of the U.S. government. This penny, like other 1-cent coins, was originally made with a copper composition but later transitioned to a copper-plated zinc mixture due to rising copper costs. The 2002 D penny falls into that latter category, with a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. Before we dive into the fascinating value of this coin, let's take a quick trip through history. The 1-cent coin has been a part of American currency since 1793, and over the years, its design has changed multiple times. The Lincoln penny, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth. It became an iconic piece of U.S. currency. In 2010, the U.S. Mint introduced the Union Shield design on the reverse of the penny, replacing the previous wheat stalks design that had been in use since 1909. The new design, featuring a shield with a ribbon banner across the middle, symbolizes the unity of the states and the strength of the U.S. government. This was also the year the penny switched to a copper-plated zinc composition, helping lower production costs. Now, while the 2002 D penny is part of this long history of American coinage, it has a very special place due to something unique that happened during its minting process. So what makes the 2002 D penny so special? The truth is, it's not the design, but rather an incredible mystery surrounding its minting. Coin collectors and experts believe that a very rare error occurred during the production of this coin. This minting error could have made certain 2002 D pennies exceptionally valuable, and some of them could be worth as much as $791 million. Over the years, there have been rumors circulating that some 2002 D pennies were struck with an unusual composition, making them much more valuable than their regular counterparts. While most pennies are made from the standard copper-plated zinc, it's possible that a small batch of these 2002 D pennies was made with an error, using a more valuable material, perhaps even rare metals. While this might sound like an unlikely story, it's not out of the realm of possibility. In fact, some experts have even suggested that certain 2002 D pennies were mistakenly struck with a different metal composition, which could increase their worth exponentially. Add to that the rarity of these coins, and suddenly, you have the potential for a massive discovery. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part, the potential value of these rare 2002 D pennies. According to some experts, a small number of 2002 D pennies, if found with the error in their composition or minting, could be worth a staggering $791 million. That's right, almost $800 million for a single penny. The reason behind this astronomical value is the rarity and error associated with the coin. As with any collectible item, rarity is a key factor in determining the price. When something is rare and highly sought after by collectors, it often results in a massive spike in its value. In the case of the 2002 D penny, the potential for a unique error involving rare materials could make this penny one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. To put things into perspective, rare coins like the 1943 copper penny, which was accidentally made with copper instead of steel, can fetch millions of dollars. If you're lucky enough to find a 2002 D penny with a similar error, you might just be looking at a future millionaire's treasure. So, how can you identify a rare 2002 D penny that could be worth a fortune? Well, you'll need to inspect the coin closely for any signs of minting errors. First, check the mint mark, make sure it's a D, which indicates it was struck in Denver. After that, look for any unusual characteristics such as strange markings, a difference in coloration, or even slight discrepancies in the lettering or design. If you find anything unusual, such as a discoloration or a variation in the design, it could be a sign that the penny is part of the rare batch. But remember, not all 2002 D pennies are valuable, it's only the ones with specific errors that are worth big money. So there you have it, the 2002 D 1-cent coin, a small penny with the potential to make you a millionaire. If you've got any of these coins in your collection or see one while going through your change, make sure to take a closer look. You could be holding on to a future fortune. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin discoveries. Have you ever come across a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy hunting. Last 1987 D 1-cent USA coin. Today, we're bringing you an incredible story about a seemingly ordinary penny, the 1987 D 1-cent coin. This penny might look like just another piece of change, but what if I told you that this coin could be worth a staggering $1.2 billion? Yes, you heard that right, $1.2 billion. Stay tuned to find out why this particular penny is not just a rare find, but a true treasure that could change your life. Before we dive into this unbelievable story, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more fascinating coin tales like this one. Let's start with the basics. The 1987 D 1-cent coin, or penny, was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark. Just like every other penny, it has a face value of 1 cent, or 1 cent. At first glance, the 1987 D penny looks just like any other penny you've probably encountered in your day-to-day life. On the obverse, you'll see the profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, which has been a hallmark of U.S. pennies since 1909. The reverse features the familiar Union Shield design, introduced in 2010. The coin itself is made primarily of copper-plated zinc, with a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. Now, nothing about that seems too extraordinary, right? So why, you might ask, is this penny suddenly worth $1.2 billion? Let's explore that mystery, because this is where things get exciting. Before diving into the coin's special circumstances, let's take a quick look at the history of the 1-cent coin in general. The penny, or 1-cent coin, was first introduced by the U.S. Mint in 1793. Over the years, the design of the penny has changed numerous times. The Lincoln penny that we're talking about today was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The design of the penny has undergone several changes over the years, but the one we're most familiar with today, featuring the image of Abraham Lincoln, has remained largely unchanged since its introduction more than a century ago. The 1987 D penny, produced by the Denver Mint, was part of the regular annual production of pennies. While the design and composition of the penny were the same as other years, this coin would soon be thrust into the spotlight for a reason that few could have predicted. Now, here's where things get interesting. Despite the fact that the 1987 D penny was produced in millions, there's something truly rare about certain examples of this coin. You see, many 1987 D pennies were produced without any noticeable issues. But a very small percentage of these coins are believed to have been struck with a very rare error, an error so significant that it could make these pennies worth nearly $1.2 billion. Experts and collectors believe that a small batch of these 1987 D pennies were struck with an error that has left them with an unusual composition or feature. This error could have been related to the metal alloy used during the minting process, possibly involving a mistake where the penny was made from a rare mixture of metals or struck in a special die that added unique markings to the coin. The most commonly cited error that could make a 1987 D penny so valuable is the possible inclusion of an extremely rare metal mixture, which could have been used accidentally during the minting process. This error is not something you'll find in every 1987 D penny, but in the very few that have the error, the value has been seen to skyrocket. Now, let's break down how this rare minting error could lead to such an astronomical value. The value of rare coins is largely driven by their rarity, uniqueness, and the demand from collectors. When a coin is struck with an error, it becomes more desirable, especially when the error is as rare as this one. In the case of the 1987 D penny, those with the unique minting error are believed to be incredibly rare, so rare that they could be worth up to $1.2 billion each. The reason behind this extreme valuation is the potential rarity of the error. If the mistake only occurred with a handful of coins, then those coins would be extremely valuable to collectors. In fact, collectors are often willing to pay top dollar for coins that were struck with rare errors because they are seen as valuable historical artifacts. To put this into perspective, rare coins like the 1943 copper penny, which was accidentally struck in copper instead of steel, are valued at millions of dollars. The potential error on the 1987 D penny could make it just as valuable, if not more. So, how can you tell if you found a rare 1987 D penny that could be worth billions? The first step is to check the date and mint mark. It should clearly say 1987 with a D mint mark indicating it was struck in Denver. Next, you'll want to carefully inspect the penny for any irregularities. Look for differences in the color, shape, or texture of the coin. If you notice any odd features, like unusual marks, strange patterns, or differences in the metal's composition, it could be the result of the error that makes the coin so valuable. Once you've identified a potential rare 1987 D penny, it's always a good idea to have it professionally appraised by a coin expert. They can verify if the coin is a genuine rare find or just a normal penny. So there you have it, the 1987 D 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that could be worth a life-changing amount of money. While only a few of these rare pennies exist, if you happen to find one, you could be holding a true treasure worth up to $1.2 billion. Thanks for watching today's video. If you've ever come across a rare coin or think you might have one in your collection, drop a comment below and let us know. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible coin stories. Until next time, happy collecting.